Hey, what's up guys, Houston here. And for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. And for those of you that's been following me and supporting me, as always, salute. Now today's a very interesting video. The reason is we're talking about the best business bank account. But what's interesting about this is because there's a big player that's coming to the table, and I've been telling you guys that the acquisition that this big player made was definitely going to put them on the map in terms of opening up the market so that smaller businesses to be able to help them get more business funding, as well as being able to get business lines of credit, and they already issue business credit cards. Okay, so we definitely got a big player in the mix. But here's the thing about it, I definitely want to address, and as our community announcement, here's the situation. If you have family members, loved ones, and I always tell you, check in on your elderly, your single fathers, and your single mothers. And if you know somebody that's struggling, here's a few places that you can reach out to: 311.org, USA.gov, and 211.gov. Okay, I think it's 211.org, O-R-G. All right. So those are some places that you can reach out to get financial assistance, to help get food on the table, help pay utility bills and things of that nature. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there to always encourage you all to please reach out to the community and help them. Now, going back to the video, let's talk about business accounts and the best business accounts for LLCs, corporation, new businesses, and how to actually leverage them. One thing that I definitely want to share with you all, now if you're in check systems, okay, I have a few banks that I'm going to share with you, so that way if you're in check systems, this may be an option for you. Okay, so hang on while I get through this here so I can share those banks with you. Now the big major player that's in the game right now is, we're talking about Amex. Okay, American Express. Now of course we know how they offer business credit cards, and they only was offering savings account, personal savings account. Well, American Express just announced that they're going to be offering business bank accounts. Now here's a few things that you have to understand that's really going to make them a major player, because their business bank account, they're not charging any fees, and there's no minimum balance on it, right? So like when you go to Wells Fargo or Bank of America somewhere, like if you don't have a certain amount in your business checking account, then they start charging you fees and everything. Well, American Express, they're changing the game, because they like, look, come bank with us, we're not charging those fees. Now let me tell you the name of it, and this is something that I really want to help you all understand. Remember I told you all that Bank of America, they bought Cabbage. Okay, so when they bought Cabbage, which was an online lending institution for businesses that have challenging credit, so what happened, American Express bought their database and their system and everything. So now the new bank checking they're offering is Cabbage Checking. Okay, and we're also going to talk about some of the other things that American Express is doing through Cabbage as well as Axion to help small businesses, to help small businesses as well. All right, so let's understand it. Like I said, you don't have to have, they're not charging no fees, right? There are no fees, no balance. That's a game changer right there for opening up a checking account. Again, because there's a lot of banks out there that are charging you fees if you don't keep a minimum balance in it, right? So they're starting to pick up a playbook, some of the plays from other online institutions to bring in more small business owners. And the reason that I would tell you as a small business owner, I would definitely be on board to move all of my accounts over to them, except for the ones that I already have a good relationship with. But if I'm starting over or starting an LLC or a new business or something, this is definitely where I would want to start with American Express, because they got that money and we all know that they have the cards, right? So now here's a few other things about it. They're going to be offering, they have mobile checking. So that's another thing about it. They're going to be giving debit cards as well as bill pay. Okay? So that's some of the things that they're going to actually be offering to help you as a small business owner. Okay, so with your checking account. Now, here's another thing. They're going to also be offering savings accounts as well for the business account. So, like I said, with American Express, they're really going all out. And I've been telling people, build a relationship with American Express. That's the reason that I have been telling you guys about how to use American Express authorized users as well as their personal savings account to start building a relationship with American Express. The reason is because once you have one American Express credit card and stuff, and you trying to get business credit cards and stuff, they already start data mining internally. So they don't put all these hard inquiries every time you want to try to apply for American Express card. So that's the reason. One of the things that I could tell you guys about American Express, and a lot of people, they end up getting their card shut down, is because when they get approved for a card, they'll go out and they'll make a real big purchase real fast, right? And when you do that, it's like a fraud alert shows up. And the first thing they're going to do, they're going to ask you for a 4506T, meaning they're going to ask you, hey, can we see your taxes? Okay? So the thing about it, when you first get approved with American Express, be careful, okay? Unless you like using the money to pay like the IRS or something like that, don't just go out and make a real big purchase, because they could lock up your card and then you have to show proof of income showing your taxes and everything like that. So again, just be careful when doing that, okay? Now, let's get back to talking about American Express and Cabbage, all right? Now, here's the thing about it. American Express, when they invested in Cabbage, all right? So what they did, when they bought out Cabbage, they started offering business lines of credit through the Cabbage platform. And so with those business lines of credit, it was from $1,000 up to $150,000 for working capital for business owners and everything. Now, in order to qualify for these business lines of credit for the American Express Cabbage business line of credit, here's the thing about it. You would have to have a credit score of at least a 560, okay, at least a 560 credit score. Then you have to be in business for at least 1 year, okay, 1 year in business. And then the third thing, they wanted you to be making at least $50,000 a year. Now, breaking that down weekly, you're probably talking maybe about $960 a week on a 52 weeks, okay? But at least $50,000. So if your business isn't making at least $1,000, then it's probably not a cash flowing problem. It's probably because you're not getting enough customers. You don't understand how to get enough customers and stuff like that, in which I have explained in another video why most businesses fail. It has nothing to do with the product. It has nothing to do with the service they offer. It's all about them understanding how to communicate to actually get customers. That's the reason I tell you, if you're going to start a business, whether it's an LLC, a new business, corporation, it doesn't matter. What you have to do is find your biggest competitor. Find your biggest competitor and see if they have an affiliate program. Once you find them and you find out that they have an affiliate program, sign up for your competitor's affiliate program, okay? You sign up for their program, and this is how that works. All right. Just a side note, because I want to help your business grow. All right. So that's the reason that I'm trying to share this with you. Okay. So I know we're talking about the business checking accounts, but also you need to know how to get money into your business, especially as a new startup. All right. So here's the thing about it. Here's your competitor. Then your competitor's products. Then here's you, right? You're the new guy. Okay. So this is you. Right? So what you have to do, you have to go to your competitor, see if they have affiliate program, sign up for it. Now you promote their product, right? And you saying, well, Houston, why on earth will I promote my competitor's product? Here's two reasons why, okay? One, your competition, they're going to pay you. That's for one. Number two, you'll understand that they have a warm market because they're putting more marketing dollars into their business. You coming on as a business, right? Because you're coming on as a business, you don't know what the market is looking for. They already know what the market is looking for. So you're actually leveraging, piggybacking off of them. So again, they're paying you plus now their warm market becomes your warm market, right? So now you got their market's name, email, maybe phone number. So now with your product, now you're marketing to their warm market. That's the reason that you want to actually go after your promote your competitors. Okay? So that you can actually get to their warm market. This will also help on your business. Now, you're not coming out of pocket for marketing. Right? Because you can use the money that you're promoting your competition, use that money to promote your product over here. So here's your product. So now you're promoting your product to that list of their market. So now you're making double the money. Money from them, as well as now you can sell your product or educate them on your product and how your product can be a complement to your competitor's product, or even better, right? So that's what you actually want. And this is how you actually grow the business to bring in more revenue, okay? So that's the reason that I'm sharing this with you. I know it may be a little bit off topic, but you need to learn how to be able to put money in your pocket off of leveraging your competitor, okay? Now, let's get back to talking about American Express and Cabbage. So again, with American Express and Cabbage, again, when American Express bought out Cabbage in their database and stuff, again, they started using Cabbage's database, and they started offering business lines of credit, okay? And like I said, it's an average score of 660, 1 year in business, and about 50,000. All right. Now, American Express, they took it a step further, right? Remember I told you guys in a previous video that American Express was offering bad credit, no credit loans. All right. So in order to get those bad credit, no credit loans, here's the thing about it. They partnered up with Axion. Okay. So when they partnered up with Axion, now Axion is a non-profit that helps small business owners get funding and stuff. But here's the thing about Axion. If you was going straight to Axion, you would have to get a recommendation from SCORE, or you would have to get it through their Small Business Development Center, even before you even do any business with Axion. Okay? And also, a lot of times they'll want you to have a business plan. Well, American Express said, hey, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give you $40 million, okay? And we want you to loan this $40 million out to small businesses. And so the requirements for small businesses to get a portion of this $40 million, all right? So what they said, you have to be in business for at least 1 year, okay? And you still have to make at least $50,000. Like I said, people think, well, $50,000 is a lot of money. It's not a lot of money if you break it down. You only need to make $960 a week. Okay? And so now that I'm going to tell you this, if you have a job and you have a business bank account, say with American Express, just like the other videos, I tell you to loan your business money. So fund your business bank account. If you have a job, loan your business money and stuff. Because again, that can be startup capital. That can be a write-off as well. Okay? So just so you understand. So don't stress over the $50,000, because you have to understand that you had startup capital that went into the business also. All right? And for those of you that's struggling on how to set up your business properly and with the right favorable SIC code, click the link below and check out three-way funding. Set up a consultation. Okay. Now getting back to Axion, loaning small businesses that have bad credit or don't have no credit, but they meet these other criteria. So you in business for 1 year, you're making $50,000 a year. Okay? So that's the things that they're looking at. Now, as I told you, for those of you that are in check systems, that are struggling to open up a business bank account, here's the top banks that you would definitely want to turn to. Okay? Number one. And again, this here bank, they're not in every state. So just bear with me. BBVA. Now, why would I choose BBVA? Well, the reason that I like BBVA is because they have small business secured credit cards. Okay? That's the reason that I like them. And like I said, because they don't use check systems. And if you're in check system, they have second chance checking as well. Okay, so that's the thing about it. They don't use check systems, and they have second chance check system. But on the business side, they offer business bank account plus secured business credit cards as well. Okay, so to help you start to do transactions and everything. All right. Now here's another one. SunTrust Bank. Okay. Now SunTrust Bank, again, even though they don't have secured business credit cards, again, they don't use check system. So if you're trying to get a business account and everything like that, then SunTrust would definitely, and they're closer to you, then SunTrust would probably be one of the financial institutions you may want to turn to. All right. Now here's one that's nationwide. Chase. Now here's the thing about Chase you have to understand. Although Chase does not use check systems, okay, understand, although they do not use check system, they use EWS. EWS. Now, EWS is early warning system, okay? So if you may have had some fraud or something like that, they may not pick up in check system, but they'll pick up an EWS. That's the reason I tell you, like when you're trying to restore your credit and stuff like that, there's certain systems you have to put a lock on. And so EWS as well as check system, you have to put a lock on, okay? When you're trying to, especially in the banking system, when you're trying to start over fresh. Unless, again, you go into one of these financial institutions that offer second chance checking, okay? So that's Chase. Then you have Bluevine. Now, Bluevine is an online lender, okay? But they don't use check systems, all right? Now, here's one, and unfortunately, they do use check system, but FBNO Bank, okay? And what it is about this, First National Bank, I wrote that backwards. It's First National Bank of Omaha, okay? The reason that I chose them, again, because they offer secured business credit cards, So again, just so that you can start building a relationship with financial institutions. Now, for those of you, like I said, you may be with Navy Federal already and stuff like that, but at the same time, if you're actually looking for a financial institution and to open up a business bank account in your check system, this is where you want to go. But like I said, with American Express is going to change the game. That's the reason I tell people, build a relationship with American Express. Now, if you want to see the full video of how I break down and explain about American Express, building a relationship with American Express, put a comment below and I'll send you the video. Okay, so this is Houston with Three-Way Funding. Again, I appreciate your time, and for those of you that support me and follow me, as always, salute.